This conference will now be recorded.
So good evening, everyone. Are you able to hear me?
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, let's get connect to EC2 instance. Okay, so we have some more filters are there, like less etc password. Okay, which opens page by page. Okay, it opens in page by page, so you have to enter B. It came out. So more also is there. So these are all not used, but still. Okay, so percentage by percentage. It's a very less file. Okay, so more or less are there. We will not use, but it will just display page by page. Okay, so space, entered space, it will go, and Q means quit. Okay, so instead of this, you can use Taylor head. Okay, so to filter how many lines, and one more is there, cut. Okay, so cut will take some delimiter and will take the file field number 1 in the file. So from this file, it will filter the first column by using delimiter. So basically, you can see the complete file. You can see the complete file. So each field is separated by colon. Each field is separated by colon. Okay. So this is called delimiter. And you want first column, so then you can provide field 1. Okay, this is the command. Okay. So if I provide field 3, then I will get some numbers. I'll get some numbers. Group ID. Owner ID, that is owner ID. Okay. So if I want owner ID, group ID, you can take 3, 4. So it will give owner ID and group ID. So here delimiter is colon. Suppose I have a file like this. And now you want to filter first column. So cut HMD. The space is the delimiter. So you have to give some space. Read 1. So it will filter a first column. Okay. So column wise we can filter using cut command. Here, so based on the delimiter, it is going to cut. Clear? Suppose if the file 4 having comma like this. So then what is the delimiter here? Comma. Okay, if the file is like this, so then comma separator. So you can use cut -d colon comma -f field 1. Okay, it is going to filter that file and it will give. Okay, suppose you want to take 1 comma 3. Okay, it will come with separator. Linux easy, Vox easy, AWS easy. So you can filter some commands. This is what cut command will do. Okay, so I'll give another file which is having apple, banana. Okay, okay, like so now this is the file. If you want to sort, you can sort this one. So sorting. Okay, so if you do sort, it will give alphabetical order. Okay, you can sort it, it will display alphabetical order. That is what sort command. And let's say if I have duplicates in this file. Okay, lot of duplicates are there. Okay, so to sort the duplicates, you can use -u file. So the duplicates will be removed. Okay, duplicates will be removed. Okay, there is one advanced sort command awk we are going to discuss in the shell scripting. Okay, so this is also important, but it is a very advanced. So we will discuss in the shell scripting class. Clear up to now? So these are all filter commands: sort command, cut command, less, more, tail, head, sed, awk. These are all filter commands. So for any doubts? Okay, fine now. So whenever you log in into your system, okay, I have logged in and my cursor is waiting. So if I type the command, who am I? Okay, so then I can see it will display the user logged in. Okay, who am I is a command. It will display the user who logged in. Who am I? Okay, so there is one more command, who command. So who means in this system, in this terminal, how many users are logged in and from where they are logged in. Okay, if any other user also logged in into the same machine on his name, we can see the list. Currently only single user was there. Okay, so from where he log in, it is IP. Okay, so who command will tell number of systems logged in that time. So that is the difference, who and who am I. How many people are working in this system? Only one person. Which command will tell who. So there is already a user called EC2 user. So all users information can be seen in this file. Okay, how many users are there? All information you can see in this file. Okay, this file is a etc passwd is a file, right, which is located in the etc. So this passwd file, okay, that passwd file is the file which have some user information. Okay, it is having some user information. So in Linux we have three types of users. We have three types of users. The first one is the root user, is also called as admin user, or super user. Okay, and other user is the normal system users. See, these are all system users which will be used by some program. So these are all system programs. And EC2 user is a normal user. Is a normal user, just like Raju, Ramesh, Ranga, like that. So there are 3 users in Linux. So super user, which is also called root, okay, and system user. System user means, so all these are all called system user, okay. So whenever you install any software, so one user will be created in the background for its user, okay. So let's say HTTPD. Okay, if I install HTTPD, there is a package HTTP was running in the background. So it will be like that. Okay. So 3 types of users are there: super user, system user, and normal user. So you have to observe one thing. Whenever I install Linux operating system, okay, so we will create one admin user called root. Okay, during installation only, we will create one user called root. Okay, after installation, if I create any user, okay, let's say Banu, that is called normal user. Okay, and after some time, I install some software like Jenkins. In the background, there will be one Jenkins user got created. Okay, that is called system user. System users will run in the background, okay, which is used by software. So here, our root is already there. He's a system administrator. Okay, root have all the permissions to create or do whatever he wants. Root user having lot of power, full power, okay, on the system, whatever he want to do. But normal users, so they don't have that much privilege. And normal user commands will be stored in bin, okay, and system user commands will store in sbin. So now it is our duty, okay, so to create more users on this machine. Okay, basically who will create the user? So root user have to create. Okay, root user have to create. So but I am normal user. If normal user tries to create a user, you will get a permission denied. So how to create a user in Linux? So user add. Okay, command. The command for creating a user is user add username. Let's say Raghu. Okay, so this is the command to create a user. But the only problem here is, so who is executing this command? Okay, so creating users, installing some softwares have to be performed by root user only. But if any other user try to use this, he will get this error. Okay, permission denied. Permission denied. So now I have to know EC2 user is a normal user. I have to switch to root user. How to switch to root user? Okay, sudo su hyphen. Okay, sudo su hyphen. So here the command sudo is there, very important. For example, okay, I am exiting. If I exit, I will become back. So su hyphen root. Okay, it is asking password, root password. Okay, currently there is no root password, so you cannot enter. Authentication failure. So there is some special power given to EC2 user to use this command sudo su hyphen. So when you type like this, it will automatically log into the root user. Okay, sudo su. And again, if you want after this complete, close it, you will back. So sudo su or sudo hyphen I. Okay, both will go to root user. Who am I now? Okay, now I will give you one question. How to identify whether I am in the normal user or whether I am in the root user? How to identify whether I am executing this command as a normal user or root user? Okay, so the basic difference you have to understand. So if the names are not there, let's say names are not there, now we have to tell. So you can see this symbol hash. Hash is the root user prompt. Okay, hash is the root user prompt, and dollar. Okay, dollar is the normal user prompt. Okay, so whenever I change it to root by using this command, okay, so then what happened? So it became hash. Okay, that is your observation. So hash means by seeing that hash, it is a root user, okay, like that. So now you have to create a user. So very simple command to create a user is user add, okay, Raghu. So whenever you create this user add Raghu, okay, I created a user add Raghu. So whenever you create a user, okay, by default, on the name of the user, a home directory will be created. Okay, a home directory will be created /home/Raghu. Okay, to store the day-to-day work. And there is one mailbox also. If you want, you can see. Okay, some name is stated, and you have to see the mailbox. So this is a mailbox. Okay, so if you go inside, you can see Raghu. That is a mailbox. Okay, and whenever a user is created by default, okay, so whenever a user is created, so how to display the user? What is the command and where it is stored? etc parswd. This is a file. Okay, so in this file you can see the Raghu user. Whenever a user is created, he is getting some home directory and as well as some user ID and group ID. So this is the user ID. First one is the user ID and group ID. So basically user ID, it will start from 1001. Okay, 1001 to so on. So that is a standard it will follow. So how to create a user? User add username. Okay, so but ensure you have to be a root user. Clear? So how to create a user? Next, how to update the password for the user. Creating the user is okay, but how to update the password? So there is a command called passwd. See, if you type this command, it will update the password for current user only. See, it is asking for the current user. So this command is basically used by anyone, but the problem here is you have to use it for yourself only. Okay, so it will change the password for yourself only. Okay, but I want to change the password for other user. Okay, so I want to update or change the password for Raghu. Okay, I'm an administrator, I have the access, I can do it. Okay, I'm giving some new password. So this should be whenever root updated the password, any password will work. Okay, any password is okay, but if the user is trying to update the password, okay, he has to follow certain rules, like it should be for more than 8 characters, and it's capital letter, some symbol should be there, and it should not be with the name, like that certain rules are there. Okay, but whenever a root user creates a password, so he will give some dummy name, I given as Raghu. Okay, like this. Okay, so how to create a user and how to update the password. Up to now we have done. So whenever you are updating a password, so that entry will be added into one file, etc shadow file. So this shadow file holds the password. See Raghu. See here EC2 user password is not there. You can see here. Okay, but Raghu having certain password. See. So whenever you create a password, there will be an entry into this file automatically. Okay, there will be an entry into this file automatically. So Raghu's password is updated. So you created a user and you updated the password. Okay, now I will show you some important scenarios here. Okay, some important scenario here. So related to this activity only. Okay, so now user is Raghu is created. Okay, Raghu, now how to switch to Raghu? Okay, so su-Raghu. So now Raghu is switched. Okay, whenever Raghu is switched, is user is a normal user and his prompt is $. Okay, so su-username will help you to switch to username. So Raghu is the username. Clear? Any questions up to now on user creation and update the password and how to go to Raghu? su-Raghu. So exit. So if you do exit, again it will go back to root user. So here we have some special commands for dealing with the user. Okay, so dealing with the user. So user has some password, right? User has some password. So we have created some user. So let's say Raghu. Raghu is okay. The problem here is Raghu is okay, but his actual name is Raghavendra. Okay, actual name is Raghavendra. I want to modify some of the properties of a user. So then in that case, I have to use user mod command. Okay, so I want to modify username here. So then I can use Raghu with Raga. X. So new name, old name. So Raga with Raghu. Raghav. Okay. Okay, now username is completely changed. Where we can see the user information in the etc/passwd is a file, configuration file where we can see the username. Okay. So here username got updated, but see here home/home/Raghu. I want to update the home directory also. So for this and all, you have an option. Okay. So in the you can update the even for everything you have an option. Okay. User mod if you type. Okay. So you can see the options --help. So to update the home directory. Okay. So to update the directory, you have an option. Okay. So -d. Okay. So this is to change the new home directory for the user account. -d. User mod -d. Okay. So using user mod -d, you can change the home directory for the user. Okay. Okay. So now username has been changed. Okay. So like this, we can use some options to change the home directory as well. So if you observe this, so there is no designation. Okay. We can give designation also. User mod -c some developer Raghu. Okay. So now he is a developer. Okay. You can see now. Okay. The first one is the username, and this is linked to the password. Okay. Linking to the password, and this is the user ID, group ID, designation, home directory, and finally shell. What kind of shell you are using? Okay. So like this, you can create a user, and you can switch to other user. So here in this scenario, I want to show you one very important thing. Okay. So sometimes what will happen, root user is not available every time with the system. Okay. So there is a requirement for Raghav. There is a requirement for Raghav to create some user. Okay. So root is not there. Let's say, let me go with one more. So I will create simple user. Okay. So user add Ramu. Okay. I created Ramu user. I will go to Ramu user. Okay. So now Ramu user want to create some user. Is it possible? Is it possible to execute sudo commands? Okay.
No.
So let him. No, don't give answer. I became afraid. Okay. So user add. Okay. So user add. Okay. Some name. Okay. So let's give Sarita. Okay. So whenever he try to create a user like this, see here permission denied. Permission denied. So now Ramu will ask root user saying that whenever I executed your commands, I am not able to perform. So do you provide any solution? Okay, then root have to come up with one special process. Okay, so what he will tell is there is one command called sudo. You have to use sudo before my commands. You have to type sudo. if you type sudo before my commands, so definitely you can able to create. Okay, for that I have to root have to provide one special permission. See, this is a file. Vi sudo is a file. Okay, in this file I have to enter last. Okay, I have to enter that username. Okay, he told me, right, he want to use all the commands, so I have to enter Sarita. Okay, same format I have to enter. What is there on the top, same thing I have to enter. So see here, all equal to all is to all. Okay, no password is to all. Okay, same entry I did. So whenever I add like this, so user get the sudo privilege. Okay, he is get that sudo privilege. Okay, so after adding like this, now he can have sudo power. Okay, see now su-ram Sarita. Now Sarita can able to work. User said that does not exist. We have removed. So there is no user at all, right? Okay, I created a user Sarita. Okay, I created user Sarita and I have provided an entry into the vi sudo, right? And how to update the password for Sarita? Passwd. Okay, I updated. Okay, I also can update. The password also updated, username also available. Okay, now what we have to test is sudo. Okay, I provided sudo also. So now su-sarita. So she have to test now. Okay, sudo. What is the command? Sudo user add Ranga. See, Sarita can able to create. Okay, so other users, if they want to use any Linux command like system admin commands, what he has to do, they must be given some sudo privilege to execute that. And second is, okay, so they have to use sudo before the sentence, before the command. Okay, then I can able to do the, see here, one more command I will execute. You in future you will understand. Okay, so yum install git. So I am installing git on Linux by using this command. So immediately it will throw error. Okay, it will throw error. Super privilege is not there. So how to, what is the solution for this, sir? What is the solution you will give? So whenever you get the permission denied, like a root user or some issue, privilege issue, so then what you have to do? You have to apply sudo. Okay. So here what is the main command, sir? Sudo is the main command. Yum is the main command. Yum is the main command, sir. Why you are keeping sudo, sir? Only to get to pass this command. Okay. I want to execute this command. This is the main command. So just sudo is the special power given to you. So whenever you add sudo yum install git, it will install git. Okay. So if you add sudo root, in root also there is one file. All your commands will be recorded in that file. Okay. Whenever you use sudo means you are running on behalf of root. That you have to keep it in mind. Okay. So if you are running with sudo means on behalf of root you are using. Okay. So very careful. All these commands will be recorded in the system. So whenever you use sudo, that will be recorded. So where it is recorded, we will see in the REST class only. Okay, in the special in the sudo class, we will see the sudo class. So this is a process of user creation and user modification, updating the password and provide the user with special privilege. Okay. Now, so there are some 2 to 3 interview questions people are being asked in this scenario. Okay, so what is the scenario is, so there is one user, like it says Sarita. Okay, Sarita or whatever you created. Okay, they have to work only 15 days. Afterwards, they will leave the company. They are the contractors. After 15 days, they will leave the job. That is one scenario. Second scenario, every user, you are creating some password. Okay, that password will be common. So basically, whenever you join any company, the password is admin. Okay, you can take like that. Okay, so for every employee, password is admin. But after first login, you have to change your password. Okay, so you have to use such commands here. Okay, so let's see practically so that it will be very clear for you. Okay, so what I am asking you is, so that you first scenario you will take user, right? So the user want to work for few days. Okay, and after that we want to log the account. Okay, so we want to log the account. So because same user cannot be used, username should be always unique. Okay, account will be locked. So how to log the account? So see now, he is able to log in now. So root, if you log in, he will log. Root can log in, sir. Can log to any user. Okay, he can log to any user. So now let's see one user. User add Ramu. We have created Ramu, right? Okay, Ramu is there. Okay, now let's log the Ramu user. Now let us log the Ramu user. How to log? So user mod. Okay, -log L Ramu. So Ramu user is being locked. How to know whether it is locked or not? So there is one file called, okay, shadow. See this file? Are you able to get any locking? Yes, I am able to see. But Ramu password itself is not there, right? So we need to have a password before locking. Okay, let me show Ramu. Okay, now you can see the same command. See in this shadow file, you can see Ramu is having some password. Okay, so here is a password. So are you seeing exclamation before this? Exclamation. So here exclamation is there, right? So are you seeing any exclamation here? No. Are you seeing exclamation here? No. But we are seeing Ranga and Ramu. Okay. So Ramu having no exclamation. So means it is not locked. Okay. So if the exclamation is there, means it is locked. Okay. So user mod -capital L. Okay, Ramu. So now user account is locked. How to see whether it is locked or not? Passwd -s Ramu. Okay. So it is saying password locked. See, this is a command to see whether password is locked or not. Okay, or you can check in the file, shadow file. So in this shadow file, if the exclamation is there, okay, exclamation is there means user is locked. Okay, so you know, right? So now you locked the user. Now he cannot log in, sir, basically. Okay, Ramu cannot logged in. So it is locked. User is locked. Okay, not removed completely, but it is locked. Okay, once approval is given, I will unlock him. So how to unlock? The user mod, okay, -u username, simple, L user, that's it. Okay, once it is locked, you can see this. Okay, so user is locked, unlocked. See here, there is no exclamation mark. Okay, there is no exclamation mark. So it means unlocked. So it's an interview question, sir. Okay, so 2-3 times they are asked in the interview. So they will not ask basic how to create a user, how to create a password, because they know, everyone knows. Okay, so they will target these questions. Okay, how to lock the user and unlock the user. Okay, so now let's come to second scenario. So see here, there is one special command. Okay, so what is this command? So everyone reading as change, right? So whenever I type this command, people are reading as change. It is not change. Where is n here? Okay, are you sleeping? No, right? So it is ch age, not change. Okay, ch age. What is your age? 15 years, right? So ch, clear? Ch age. Okay, this is a command, special command. Okay, So used for a apply on a user. Okay, some of the interview questions they will go here also. CH command. Okay, so what is the purpose of this command is, see, whenever I type user, okay, so let's say I'm typing this user, okay, so we can set some values. Okay, when I'm typing Control C, I don't want to set. Okay, using this command you can set, but before setting, let list some properties. Okay, so it is listing what are all the values it is available here. Okay, but if you want to set really, if you want to modify this value, you execute this command. Okay, so then you can set all the values. So minimum password age 0, default value is 0. So this is what. So minimum password age, minimum number of days between password change, that is the meaning. Okay, when password is changed, and that is the minimum days. And maximum days for password change, maximum you can keep up to 1 lakh. Okay, with after 1 lakh, definitely after this it will ask, whenever you log in, please change the system password, like that it will ask. Okay, so that is this. So is it good to give 1 lakh days in a company? No. Okay, so within 60 days you have to change your password. Okay, so 60 days is the time we have to give. Okay, so within every 16 days, 60 days you have to change the password. Okay, and here, so last password change, so today only. Then password expiry, so never, we are writing like never expired. Account never expiry. And warning before 7 days. Okay, 7 days before it will get a warning, password change warning. Before 7 days only, it will daily it will come if you don't change the password. So these are some of the properties. Okay, so where you want to change it. See, never, never, never. That should not be never, never, never. Okay, you have to change some password. So what is last password change? What is the meaning? Okay, when the password changed last time, that is the meaning. Okay, and what do you mean by password expiry? It is just password expiry date. In the name itself, it is there. Okay, so what is a password inactive? What is a password inactive? The second, third one. Okay, once after password expiry, okay, still they will allow some days before account gets locked. Okay, that is what password inactive state. Okay, so before they won't lock the account, they will give certain time afterwards also, like 3 days, 2 days, see whatever you give. Okay, so then, so based on that, after that, if you don't take any action, then account will be expired. Okay, your account will be expired. Okay, so these are the important details you have to keep it in mind. So if you want to change this property, you can use it. Okay, you can use. Okay, if you want to change any other property, again you have some special commands also. See, if you want to change all properties, there is one command. If you want to change particular value also, you can change it. See, options are there. If you want to set expiry date, you can set expiry date. Change -e some date. Okay, some expiry date you can keep. Okay, some expiry date you can set for the user Ramu. Okay, so now if you want to list CHH -L Ramu. Hey, why you are saying change, man? CHH only, not change. Okay, CHH. See now, so that value becomes changed. Okay, so this date. Okay, basically, so 10/8/2021, right? So why it is took like this? So February 11, 2016. Oh my God. Expiry date it has set like this. Okay, it is took some other format. So you have to see what is the date format here. Okay, so like this you have to give. So simply if I want to change all values, then you can use CHH Ramu. So it will ask for the entry. Okay, minimum password age. So how much you want to keep? Minimum password age 1 day. Okay, so next maximum password age, so 7 days like this. Okay, last password change. Okay, so when we change it, that day. Okay, next password expiration warning. So I want 2 days before, every 2 days. Okay, password inactive. Next after 1 day it has to expire. So when the account has to expire, so 2021, okay, so 9/20, okay, like this. So you have to give in this way, okay. So now expiration date is set, okay. So chh command, chh -l, okay, -l Ramu. So like this you can modify the properties. Okay, there is one special command, chh, okay, -d, okay, -d. See, d means last time password change. So I am just keeping 0 day. So 0 days means immediately whenever user tries to log in, okay, immediately it should ask for the password. Okay, whenever he change like switch user Ramu or he will entering like a Ramu. So whenever I log in, so immediately it will ask password, not for the root user. See, root user switch means it won't ask. If Ramu is trying to log in into this machine, definitely it will ask for the password change. Okay, so you know whenever you join a company, so they will provide some password. As soon as you log in, current password, it will ask for the password change. Okay, so change your password like this. Okay, so this is a command they are going to set. 0 days they are going to fix. Immediately they have to change the password. Okay, so these are all about users creation, users permissions and all. So sudo -i. So now in every company there are users. Okay, so whoever employee is a user, and all these users or employees, they are categorized under groups. Okay, so there are different groups in the organization. So users will be assigned to groups. That is a common thing. So groups and users. So if you want to create some group, so group add is a command. Group add DevOps. Okay, group add DevOps. How to create a group? So group add DevOps. So where we can see the group information in the etc/group. Okay, etc/group. See, whenever a user is created, okay, by default a group also created on his name. Okay, so that is called primary group. Okay, so myself having one group, that is primary group, and there is another group called DevOps. If I add into that group, then that is called a secondary group. So one user can join, okay, primary group, it is by default, and he can also have own, he can also add it into other groups as well. So whatever the primary is known as private group. I have my own private group, and also I can add to other groups also. Okay, I have WhatsApp group. Okay, I'm the admin. Okay, I can be other group, as a part of other group also I can join. Others also can join me. Okay, primary group and secondary group. So all this group information we can see in /etc group. If you display this file, you can able to see. So how to create a group? Group add. Now there are so many users here: Raghu, Ramu, Sarita, Ranga. Okay, I want to add users into the group. Okay, I want to add users into the group. So for that you can use, okay, what is the command? Okay, gpasswd. Gpasswd. This is a command. So -a. Okay, so here first let's try with simple one. -u. Okay, username Ramu to the DevOps group. So 1 minute, sir. So passwords, these options have been changed, right? So -a means add user. Okay. So this is a user. Okay, simple user. Okay, user Ramu added to DevOps. Okay. So where we can see this information, etc/G shadow. So G shadow, group shadow. Okay, in this file you can see DevOps group Ramu was added. Okay, Ramu was added. So now let's add Ranga. See now the difference, the problem you have to understand. Okay, I am adding Ranga to the DevOps group. If I add one user, what happens, sir? Okay, so Ramu, Ranga. So one user, if you add, it will take more time. So what you can do? You can add multiple users at a time. So what is the command? -m. Okay, So Raghu, you can add Raghu and Sarita. Okay, so you can add multiple users at a time to the DevOps group. Okay. Okay, so Raghav is there, I added. So gpasswd -m Raghav, Sarit, and DevOps. Okay, so like this you can add multiple users to the group. So what is the command? gpasswd. Okay, how to add user to a group. Okay, so even we can use user mod command also, but basically gpasswd is the advanced command. Okay, so where we can use the to manage the groups. Okay, so creating the users and adding them to the group. And so there is a group called DevOps. Okay, so under DevOps group you have Raghav, Sarita, 2 people are there. Okay, so now what you want to do among them, we want to make one person as user. See here, whenever I use -m, so old entries are deleted. Now you observed, see whenever you are adding gpasswd, now try to use -m, Ramu, Ranga. So what will happen? Okay, see, observe this. Observation only is important. Okay, so old numbers are deleted. See, observe, you are trying to add multiple values. This command will work first time. Okay, but later on, if you want to add, you have to add single user. Okay, so using -a. This observation should be there. First time you can add multiple, later you can add one by one. See, basically, to add users, we will use shell script. That is a different story altogether. Okay, we have to use loops, and so that all users can be added. So, but this is a command we have to use gpasswd -r. So now final destroy things. Okay, how to delete the group? So group del. Okay, group del is the command to delete the group. How to delete the user? So user del. Okay, user del Ramu. So if you delete this like this, user del Ramu, only Ramu user is deleted, but home directories exist, mailboxes exist. Okay, group also exists. So if you don't want, that means if you create any user, you can use -r command. Okay, before user. So this will delete everything from the system. Okay, it will delete everything from the system. Okay, including home directory and his files, all it will delete. Okay, so you have to know how to use these commands. So this is all about user and group administration. Okay, so in our most of the DevOps, okay, Docker, Jenkins, we will be using this users and groups, creating the users, okay, adding vi sudo command, sudo -i, all these commands we are going to use, okay, except that chh command and all, okay. So that's why these commands become very important. So everyone must know. So now, once you are good at this area, see this one, sir. See this one. I want to show you one important command, ls-l command. Okay. So whenever you type ls-l, so whenever a user is created a file on his name, see owner name and group name. Okay, owner and group, user and group. Okay. Suppose if I am creating some file, so on my ownership only it will create. File 8 owner is bar EC2 user. Okay, group is also EC2 user. Okay, that is the default behavior. I want to change that. Okay, let's say I have one group called DevOps. Okay, I will use sudo. Okay, it will work. I created one user called DevOps. Sudo group DevOps. Okay, so now ls-l file 8 I want to change it to DevOps group. So for that, you have a special command, chgrp. Chgrp, so group name, okay, for the file 8. See, basically, these are all root commands, right? So it is not allowing. So what you have to do? So just apply sudo, okay? So it is executed. So like this, so ch group, it changed the group. See, observed, a group got changed. So now this is a group. So whatever the permission I given to the group, that will be applied to the group users also. Okay, applicable to group users also. So file 8 DevOps. I want to change owner, then here chown. Okay, chown is the command. Basically apply sudo so that you will not get any other. The chown command. Okay, so Ramu is not there. Raghav. Okay, Raghav is there. Clear? So chown command, group command. So what is the purpose? If I change the ownership of a file, so then that file owner will take care of that file. If I change the ownership of the group, so they can able to, group people can use that file. Okay. Next, if you see ls-l, okay, we have some other options also here. So let's say one more simple solution I will give you. Okay, if I want to change like this, Raghav DevOps, okay, for the file. So with single command you can do. Okay, you don't need to type 2 commands. With single command you can do like this. Okay, so single command you can do. Okay, Raghav is DevOps file. Okay, clear? So you can use this command, okay, to give the file. So in real time, okay, so we are installing Jenkins, Docker and all, right? So that time they are root user. So basically those are root users. Normal user cannot work. So then you have to change the ownership. For that, what command you will use? You will use this command. Okay. Root is to root file 6, Jenkins, like that. So these are very important commands to change the ownership or user ownership and group of a file. And next, file permissions. And this is very interesting topic and simple topic also. So what is this one, sir? File permissions. File permissions. See here. So whenever you type L, I can able to see file, right? See here, not only file, even directory also is there. Okay. So let's say directory 1. So I will go inside the directory 1 and let's get some files. Okay. So now we can see the file permissions of a file as well as directory also. See here. So dir1. See, file permissions will be listed like this. So this is very important concept. Please focus. And it's simple only. Okay. So file permissions are given like this, 9 characters. Okay. So file permissions are given like this. So this is basically for a directory, right? Okay. If you want to take file permission, you can take. So that is quite different from the directory. It is like this. So the 9 characters you have to take as a file permission. So this is for file 1 or file 4. Observe here, what is the notation? So you divide into 333 characters. What is this one means? It is divided into 33. So like this. So now it is for user level, users, groups, and others. Okay, user, group, other. This is a syntax. User, group, others. What users have that permission? Group what permissions have? Others what permission have? So for a file or directory, so there can be R means read. Okay, W means write. Okay, X means execute. Okay, suppose if a permission, if a read permission is there for a file, what he can do? Suppose let's say you have a read permission. What you can do for a file? Okay, you can open the file. Okay, so if there is no read permission from the file, you cannot open the file. Okay, so read is very important to open a file. Okay, if I remove that read permission, then you cannot open that file. Okay, suppose if I give write permission, then what you can do? You can write, you can modify, you can add, or you can even delete the file also if you have write permission. See, others do not have write permission, so dash means no permission. Okay, you can, that order is important. RWX, full permissions. Okay, R dash dash, read only permission. Okay, like this. So dash dash means no permission. Clear up to now? What is RWX? Read, write, execute. Suppose if you have read for a directory, you can list the content. If you have write, you can rename, you can delete, add the directory. Okay. For example, if you have execute permission for a directory, then you can do CD command. You can use CD into the directory. So it's all about the file permissions. Okay. So by default, you are getting some permission. Okay. Now group people are asking. Okay, I want execute permission for the file 4. How do you change that? So that is what important. Okay, chmod, okay, group plus X file 4. So for G, you do not have X, right? So you will add like this. Okay, chmod G plus X file 4. So now they got the permission. See, very simple. They got the permission. Read, write, X. Okay, I want to give everyone read only, read only, read only. Then what is the command? Chmod. You can combine like this. So what is extra W, comma G minus WX, comma nothing to do because already R dash dash. Okay, so fine. So now what will happen? It will change to completely read only. Okay, R dash dash, R dash dash, R dash dash. Okay, so like this, you can use chmod command to change the file permissions. So this file permissions and all will be very helpful actually. Clear? Any doubts on file permissions? If this is clear, then I can proceed further. Any questions here? Please let me know. Understood? Hello? I'm not able to hear you.
We are okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
No, sir, no.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. So these are all. These are all basically alphabetics. These are all alphabets, right? These are all alphabets. You this read WX. So the people also likes numbering format. This is very simple even. Okay. So R means 4, W means 2, X means 1. Okay. So dash means 0. You have to convert that into numeric format. Let's say this is a symbol. Okay. So convert into numeric format. So how you have to do means RWX means you have to add those numbers 7, 7, 7. That's it. 4 to 1 means 7. 7, 7, 7 permission. Okay. So if you give 7, 7 permission, this is what you will get. So anyone having full permission? No. Right. So let me go to file 4. Chmod 777 file 4. Full permissions. Okay. That is the numeric way is very simple. I want to give everyone read only. 444. Okay. File 4. So now it is all read only. Okay. So this is a what we call a numeric format. So now you have to tell me. Okay, I will give some questions. You have to tell me. So RW dash, R dash dash. Okay, R dash x. So convert into number. What is the number? Tell me quickly. RW dash means how much?
Six.
Okay, 6, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 4, 5. So now reversely, I want reversely. Okay, I want 6, 5. Okay, I want 4, 5, 3. What is the permission? Tell me. Convert it into reversely. What do you mean by 4? 4 means what?
Read.
Correct only. You have to tell full.
Yeah.
Three letters.
R dash dash.
R dash dash.
R X. R dash X.
R dash X.
3. Dash W X.
Dash WX. Here. Dash WX. So this is what the permission. Okay. 453 permission means it will come like this. So if you want, you can see output. Chmod 453. Okay. So these are all basic permissions. Okay. It is changed or not? Okay. R dash dash R dash X dash WX. So now one question, interview question is here. Okay, so what they will ask is, okay, you can easily say these answers. Okay, but they will ask some tricky questions here. What is the question is, okay, sir, whenever you create a file, how some default permissions are getting? You are not giving any permission. Whenever you are creating some file, okay, and or whenever you are creating some directory. So how to see the directory permissions? ls-ld directory set. Okay, so directory permissions you can see. Okay, ls-ld directory set. So then it will display the directory permission. See how it is getting, sir. See how it is getting. Automatically some we are getting, right? Automatically you are getting rw dash rw dash rw dash or dash dash. Okay, so this is what your interview question. The answer is, what is the answer, sir? umask. Okay, the answer is umask. It is a value. Okay, defined the directory and file. Okay, to set the default permissions. For directory, you will have full permissions. For a file, you will have read permissions. Okay, basically like this. So for a file, you will have like this, and for a thing, it is like this is default. So now, so this is basic. So umask value. The umask value is 0, 2, 2, like this. Now you have to calculate default permission. Default is equal to, okay, so file minus umask value. So what is the output, sir? 666 minus 022. So what is the permission? So 644, right? 644. That is how it will go, default. Okay, so it's based on the umask value. If the umask value is 002, then what is the output, sir? Final output. What is the default permissions? 666 minus 002. So 664. Okay, clear? umask value is clear for you. And for directory, it is 777 minus 022. Okay, directory will have some more permissions. Clear? Understood? umask value. So to display the umask value, is type this. So it is saying, so you have to ignore the first one and you have to take the last three, 002. That is a umask value. Okay, 002.
One, can you explain once again? umask. Can you please explain once again? umask.
Okay. Yeah, what do you understand by it? Up to now, what you understand? What do you mean by umask? You didn't get?
No.
Okay. So here it's all about mathematics. So 1 minute. Okay. We adopted like this. Okay. So now you calculate. See, for any file, by default, you have a value called 666. That is standard. Every file should have this maximum permissions as 666. Okay. If it is a directory, so this is 777. That is a rule. First rule you have to know. Okay. And for any directory, you can give maximum as 777 permission. Okay. And for the file, you have to give maximum as 666 permission. Okay. That is a value. It is fixed. Now, there is some default value given by some people. That is a standard. First one, whatever you want, you give. UMask value is 002. Okay. So whenever I create a file, how it is calculating? That is my question. Okay. So to calculate how it is calculating, whenever I create a file one, I am getting some permissions, right? How it is coming? What is the magic behind it? That magic is, this is the value, UMask value. So file permissions minus UMask value. That is a default. Okay. So calculate this one, sir. You have to good at mathematics. Okay. So what is the file full permission? 666. Sir. What is the UMask value? 002. So then what is the output, sir? What is the output, sir? Tell me.
Yeah,
Mathematics 664,
yeah.
right? So,
Yes.
so whenever you create a file, obviously it should come 664. If you want, you can test it. Create some file, touch sample, ls-l sample. See the 664 permissions came or not? Came or not? 664.
Yeah.
Right?
Our UMask value is fixed.
That you can change it if you want. Okay, so how to change? UMask some 022, right? So now what is the UMask value? Now UMask value is 022. Okay, so now from here, if I create any file, okay, so touch sample 4. Now what is the permission, sir? You have to tell, sir. Calculate and tell me what is the default permission. Sample 4. Tell me, sir. If you want, I will draw also. Tell me. I drawn. Okay, what is the value? Minus 6 minus 2, how much?
644.
644, right? Okay. So if you want, you can verify now. Okay. Came or not? 644. Clear? Everyone, what is the UMask value?
Okay.
Any doubts? So the same way you calculate for directory also. See why this scenario is required? When we have to change the UMask value, why that scenario? Can you just think and tell me? Is it required to change that UMask value? What is advantage? Think and tell me.
పర్మిషన్స్ చేంజ్ చేయడానికి సార్ మనం ఎవరికైనా పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వాలంటే మాస్క్ వాల్యూ పెట్టి ఇవ్వచ్చు.
కాదు, అసలు మాస్క్ వాల్యూ లేకుండా ఉన్న డిఫాల్ట్ ఉన్నా కూడా నేను కావాలంటే సిహెచ్ మాడ్ పెట్టుకొని చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. పర్మిషన్ చేంజ్ చేయడానికి సిహెచ్ మాడ్ ఉంది కదా, ఇంకా ఎవరికి ఏం పర్మిషన్ కావాలో సిహెచ్ మాడ్ తో చేంజ్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. నాకు యూమాస్క్ వాల్యూ ఎందుకు? ఇప్పుడు దాని ఆ టాపిక్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది? యూమాస్క్ వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ. సో డిఫాల్ట్ ఓకే, డిఫాల్ట్ వస్తుంది. ఏ ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసినా అదే వస్తుంది. కొంచెం ఆలోచిస్తే ఇఫ్ యూ థింక్ అబౌట్ దట్ యూమాస్క్ వాల్యూ, ఓకే. See, okay, I have one folder, sir. Okay, I have one folder. In this, I have to create 100 files, sir. Okay, with some set of permission. I want like this: r dash 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 dash. Okay, నాకు ఇలానే కావాలి. So that I can set the UMask value. If I keep some UMask value, it will give like this only. So I want 400. So tell me, what is this UMask value? 266, right? 266. Then it will become 400. Right or wrong? UMask 266. Okay. ls-e. Now you can create the file. That's file name. So ls-l file name. See how many files you create, it will give the same permission. Okay. Got it? So like this, if you create 100 file, you don't need to change every time. So whatever you want fixed, you can make it. Is it clear, sir? Why you want UMask value? అర్థమైందా? So to get the default, I want
Yes, sir.
to create 100 files with this permission. So if I change umask value, then I no need to change for 100 files using chmod. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so in the next tomorrow class, I will also introduce some special advanced permissions. Okay, we have some advanced permissions. Okay, we will see the advanced permissions followed by installations. Okay, installing the softwares, one of the very important. Okay, so advanced permissions, installing the softwares. Okay, followed by some other commands. Okay, we'll see tomorrow. So till Sunday, okay, you will be seeing till Sunday we will be completing shell scripting also. See, shell scripting basically it is a collection of Linux commands. Okay, it is a collection of Linux commands. So all will come by the end of Sunday. Okay, by the end of Sunday you are perfect with Linux and shell scripting. So once after this, I am going to start. Okay, one more scripting called Ansible. Okay, Ansible. I'm going to start from Monday. So this is what our agenda. Okay. So Sunday, Saturday, I reveal the timings. So Saturday, Sunday, 8:30 to 10:30. Okay. So if anyone people, okay, sir, I am not able to attend the class, means there will be a backup recording also. Okay. So I'm recording the session, right? So next day morning, you have to start watching the record and try to practice it. Okay. So because once you are addicted to my voice, when you open the record, you will feel that you are watching a live session. Okay. So like that it will be. It doesn't, there is no difference. Okay. Once you are addicted to my voice, even if you open my record, so you will feel like you are attending the live class. Okay. So the people who cannot attend weekends, so they can watch videos also. Okay. It is not mandatory to attend also. But if you have time, you can attend. If you want to learn, you have to attend. Okay. The subject is vast, so that's why we have to dedicate our time. Fine. So let's meet tomorrow. So practice it. You will get some doubts. Okay. Then we can discuss in the further class also. So we will discuss special permissions tomorrow. Okay. And followed by software installation and so on. So I have updated the notes yesterday. I hope you are practicing. So practice, don't leave practice. That is very much. And these are all very basics and very easy only. Okay. So once after you start working, this will become dead easy. Okay. Initially it will be tough for you, anyone, but later after some time when you practice, these all will become easy only after all. Okay.